Okay, guys, we just watched the first look Xbox Series X gameplay with little to no gameplay. I mean, there was some gameplay there, but nothing spectacular. Now, the skinny on it, there was like 6 or 7 indie games and Assassin's Creed. That's what we got to see, which I gotta say, fellas, this let me down quite a bit. Now, I'm not a fan of any specific console. I own every console, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, but I'm seeing some of the same mistakes that Microsoft and Xbox made back in 2013 reoccurring now in 2020. It's mind-blowing, man. So first up, I just want to mention all of the developers that were in this panel. Yo, at the end of the day, shout out to those guys, okay? They didn't know they were going to be the first bit of lineup here that Xbox was going to show. So I'm not going to be crapping on them. I'm more or less crapping on Xbox and Microsoft. So why are we taking a shit on Xbox today? This was going to be the first real reveal, right? Going to show off some specs, even though we already know them, but show off some good gameplay, maybe some exclusives, or better yet, just some games that maybe we currently play with current-gen consoles and just show the improvements and optimization with next-gen consoles. That's what I wanted to see. I even tweeted out that I wish I would have saw Destiny 2. Currently, right now, this is a game that's been locked at 30 frames per second with current-gen consoles, which really sucks. But imagine if they would have rolled out and been like, bam, look at this. Destiny 2, 60 FPS, or maybe even 120 FPS if it could actually crank out to that much. Instead, I got to see a racing game, though. That wasn't really even gameplay. It was cutscenes, man. Like, the whole selling point to Microsoft and Xbox now for like the past 3-4 months since we seen the leaked details was that it was going to be the most powerful machine ever created on the console side. In no way was that reflected in today's first look. Even the Madden trailer. They have Patrick Mahomes on here, and they're showing off how Madden has progressed over the years, which they've already done this before. But okay, let's just see it. We've got next-gen consoles coming. And then we get right up to the end where they're going to show like the new Xbox Series X gameplay, and it's like a whole 3 seconds long. And it's like, feel next level. What the hell does that mean, man? I can only feel so much quarantine in my house. I need to see next level. And right now, you just cucked me. Fellas, I know I sound pretty heated right now. Here's the thing. I've been watching PlayStation whoop up on Xbox now for the past 7 years. Some would say it was longer, but 2013 for me was the turning point. I was an Xbox fan. I had every intentions of buying the new Xbox. Then Xbox and Microsoft comes out, hits you with the you gotta have internet to play our games. Oh, you don't really own our games kind of deal. Whatever the PR stunt was, it didn't work. It backfired on them. They said some of the stupidest stuff to then just have Sony come out a few weeks later with their reveal and be like, hey, you don't need internet to play our games. Oh, you can own physical copies of your games. You can own our games. I'm telling you, fellas, right now, that's exactly what Sony's going to do. They're going to roll out and they're going to be like, we know you just want to see gameplay. Here's gameplay of God of War. Bam! Looks sexy. Left side is current gen. Right side is next gen. Shawam! Oh, you want to see some Horizon Zero Dawn, baby? Next gen, yo! They'll probably do a side-by-side of Ghost of Tsushima, of current-gen consoles, and next-gen consoles. Dude, that's literally all Sony has to do. Now, some of the comments that I received, at least on Twitter, was that, hey, this is just the first reveal. Microsoft is going to have a number of reveals all the way up until release. Here's the thing, guys. It's much better to just come out with one ball and reveal. One entire reveal, showcasing the specs of your new console, showcasing exclusives, showcasing what your games will look like with the RTX improvements and everything else coming in the next gen. So I don't know what Microsoft was trying to do today. I really wish they would have just canceled this. If this was all they had, all right, just do away with it. Or better yet, just don't make this the first look. Make this like the third or fourth look, okay? If you want to pat all these developers on the back that you bought, all these different studios, yo, Microsoft, that's great, but customers come first. Show us something ballin', because first impressions are everything. There is a crap ton of people watching this live stream today. I think it was close to like 200,000 live viewers on Xbox, and then like split between all these other different channels, probably got up to about 500,000. I don't know. Between all platforms, there was a bunch of people watching this first look. And a lot of those people are gonna have an impression. And their impression right now is, what the hell is Xbox got that is gonna make me drop the large amount of dough to purchase it? I could play play Assassin's Creed on PC. There was no showcase of real exclusives, and the games they did show were kind of meh. This was the moment when you needed to go balls out, when you needed to capture first impressions to the utmost, and this first look didn't do it. I'm telling you guys, I don't know when Sony's going to do their first look or their reveal. All they have to do, though, is literally just roll out some gameplay of some of their top exclusives, do some side-by-side comparisons showing current-gen consoles and next-gen consoles, and they're going to win this console war. That's how easy they're about to do this. Now, one of the big things that Xbox was really trying to push today, though, in the first look, and you probably saw it at the bottom of the screen, was the smart delivery icon. Essentially, when you buy a game on your Xbox, your One X or whatever, you'll be able to re-download that game and play it on your Xbox Series X, essentially syncing across your current and next-gen consoles. Here's the thing, though. That name really threw me off. Like, of all the things that Microsoft and Xbox could have went with, smart delivery, man. I don't know what that makes you think of, fellas. I immediately jumped to, like, Netflix. Like, old Netflix. DVD delivery Netflix. That's literally what I thought whenever I saw that smart delivery thing. If anything, they could have just called it Sync or X Sync. And I know a lot of people think that the X and Xbox has been overplayed. You know, you got the Series X. You got the Xbox One X. I get it. But at this point, there's no turning back, man. You might as well just call it like X Sync or something. Something that indicates that, hey, when you buy a game on one platform, it syncs to others. Smart delivery, I don't know. Maybe it'll stick. For me, though, not that much. Now, the final game that they showed was what I think they were really banking on, was the reveal of Valhalla, the new Assassin's Creed game, which, by the way, is super dope. Unfortunately, for me, the hype kind of ran itself out from last week. We saw the trailer, which was an epic build-up. This was supposed to showcase gameplay, but dude, I don't know where the confusion is. Like, I don't know if it's Ubisoft here, or Microsoft, or a combination of the two. It's 2020, and we still got people that don't know what the hell gameplay is. This is not gameplay! This is not gameplay! This is also not gameplay. This is a cinematic cutscene, not gameplay. So currently right now, at least my impressions from this reveal, Microsoft is almost yelling at me to not buy their console. That's what I'm getting from this. You guys can take it whatever way you want, but let me just go ahead and mention this. I have two types of friends. I have friends that own Xbox, and I have friends that own PlayStation. By the way, guys, I do own everything, okay? I play PC. But let me just give you some characteristics that differ between the two. My friend that owns PlayStation played every exclusive on PlayStation 4. Love them all. He does some light coding on the side. He's pretty much up to date with all the best games over the past decade, whether he's played them on PlayStation, Wii Switch with the new Zelda game, or even just on PC. He's a true gamer, fellas. By the way, I love both of these friends equally. But let me just bring up my Xbox friend. My Xbox friend, he just got internet in his house about a month ago. He purchases maybe one game every 3 years and plays just that one game. And normally it's just Madden. He talks about the glory days and the good old days of Halo, and he doesn't give a damn what RTX is or whether he's playing at 60 frames per second or 10 frames per second. This man does not care. Probably wouldn't even notice a difference. Do you see the distinction between the two? Now, I'm not saying every person that plays an Xbox is on that level, and I'm not saying that every person that has a PlayStation is a true gamer. Obviously, these are some extreme outliers, but I want to mention how polar opposite these two represent. Right now, at least from this reveal, from what we saw here, two things are apparent. Number one, Microsoft and Xbox have no idea what the customer wants, have no idea what we want to see, both from the type of games that we want to see, as well as just comparable features. Like, that's what we want to see right now, considering it's next-gen consoles. But number two, even in 2020, man, we still have to explain what the hell gameplay is. The conclusion that I get from this reveal is that some of the higher-ups at Xbox and Microsoft just don't game, or at least don't game enough. And I really think it's because Xbox is being backed by Microsoft, and they just have almost an infinite bank. It doesn't even matter to them. Like, literally, fellas, I don't think it matters to them. Jeff comment said people don't realize that PS4 is what bankrolls Sony. Xbox is small fries to Microsoft. They can win console wars all they want. Microsoft will forever be the better company. I think when I first saw PlayStation overtaking Xbox in like a 3-to-1 ratio back in 2013, 2014, I tried to agree with that sentiment, right? I tried to say, well, hey, yeah, Xbox is getting beat, compete, but they're represented by Microsoft. They're the better company. My conclusion after all these years is, number one, I was very stupid, okay? That was just a stupid thing to say. Because in this realm, we don't care how much money your company makes. I don't care what your profit and loss statement is. I don't care how much money you cut your shareholders. I don't care. The only thing I care about is gaming. That is it. That is all I care about. When I talk about Microsoft and Sony, especially with next-gen consoles in front of us, the only thing we care about is gaming. What games does your platform have? How good do they look? How much better optimized are they going to be? And give me a reason to buy your console. From today's reveal, I've got no reason, fellas. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I'm going to buy it just to buy it. But if it does what my current Xbox does, it's just going to literally sit on a shelf and never be cut on, ever. I'll play the new Halo, and that's about it. But quite frankly, I've got a PC for that. Halo Infinite's going to come out for PC. So what the hell's the point? Now, again, I want to mention that I'm not crapping on any of the developers in today's first look. This is completely on Microsoft and Xbox. This is completely on them. The PR standpoint that they decided to take today, what they actually tried to show us, it was not a very good first impression. And obviously, I'm not the only one that thinks that. 12,000 dislikes already, and this video has only been out for an hour. Not good, fellas. Not good at all. And I didn't really want to get tied up into console wars because we really don't cover that kind of stuff on this channel. But sometimes I really feel like Microsoft and Xbox just makes it too easy for Sony. Well, fellas, that is our thoughts on it. Again, this is a perfect opportunity for Xbox to really showcase their specs, to really flex on Sony, to pretty much show the customer, all of us, with so many eyes on them after all these years, why we should be choosing Xbox in this next generation. To me, though, guys, they absolutely failed to do that. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.